Well, hello Morenci. So today we're going to be looking at a multi-stage silhouette. Believe that's actually how you spell it this time. I'll have to check Google in just a second, but for now we're going to call this a multi-stage silhouette. And I had another comment. Oh yeah, this is another one of those prom projects. So originally we did the mountain silhouette, and you know, that sort of looked like this, and it had a couple, was made out of like 3 or 4 pieces of plywood, and you know, it was big, but it was only one-dimensional. So now if we wanted to put, you know, like a rising sun or clouds in the distance or something along that line, something behind the mountains, or we could also do something in front of the mountains, we would need a bit more of a structure in order to let that happen. So we're going to try and figure out how to do that. So let's go ahead and give this a label. This is our single stage. All right. So again, what you put on your silhouette is not what I'm going to consider the most exciting thing. So we're going to work with our mountain again, and we're going to put probably some clouds and maybe a sun behind it. So let's see how we do that. So first, I'm going to go ahead and just draw up our mountain from the side again. And remember, I'm thinking about making this out of like a styrofoam panel or some sort of really thin plywood, that type of thing. Cardboard would also work. We're going to nail that to a framework that is made out of 2x4s. Ooh, my pen. Do I have any ink left? No, not a drop. Okay. Well, give me a minute. All right. So the pen is back in order. So, like I was saying, we're going to go ahead and create this using a styrofoam or a cheap panel product, so plywood or cardboard. And then we're going to put a backer on this of some sort of material like a 2x2 or a 2x3, something nice, firm, and relatively light and cheap. And we'll come down here with this. This time I'm actually going to say the interesting bit is not this part up here. It's what we're going to be doing up here. So this is our single stage again. And to do the double stage, we'll come over here and we'll do the same thing. Only instead of doing a simple triangle, we'll actually come out a little bit more. We'll bring this down. And we'll come down a much steeper angle for the back side now. So this is our first panel, and then behind it we'll have another panel that rises above it. And so this will be the 2-stage or multi-stage. And let's go and label these 2x3s. And again, some sort of sheet. Now this we could probably honestly stick up here with a 2x3 or something. This won't require much of anything, just maybe a little tiny gusset or something down here. In fact, we can make this whole thing out of gussets. That's a new way to look at it. So we'll go ahead and look at that in a second. Styro. Or ply. So this will allow us to do our mountain scene down here. And a rising sun back here. Or a moon. Actually, for this type of thing, we'd want to do a moon. And then we could actually throw in, coming off of this, if depending on the material that this is made out of, we could actually come over here with like a little stick out and do another panel sticking out the front. All of this weight back here will counteract just about anything we do up here, so we can have even a third panel sticking out here that would be like clouds. So we have clouds, we have a mountain, and we're running out of space here, our moon. A moon is more romantic than the sun. Plus, it allows you to have vampires if you're really into that type of thing. So, this is our basic build. Let's take a look at some of the cool things this allows you to do. So here's our multi-stage again. Here's our back panel. Excuse me. And here's our front panel. Like I said, you can do cool things once you've got multiple pieces up here. So, the first cool thing we can do is we can put a light bar or some LED string lights or something back here to shine light up at this back surface here. So, light. And we can do something similar over here. This here could have a light too, again, shining up here. So you have a light backlighting our moon, which is rising over our black painted mountains. So this ends up looking white or light. GHT, and this is painted dark. And then we could have a set of clouds, sort of clouding over it a little bit. And these would be painted silver. And with a little bit of backlighting here, and maybe some really good silver paint around the edges, this would look pretty dang cool. Construction-wise, I said I just came up with a cool way of building this, and I did. What we could do, instead of going all back and forward and putting pieces of material, stacking them on top of each other like that, what we could do is keep all of the wood, or at least all of our 2x4s, on the same plane of existence. So they're all on the same surface. And then we can come in here with what's called a gusset, which is basically a piece of plywood that we then drop a bunch of screws through, or nails. I like screws because you can take them apart. For something like this, you want to be able to take it apart. So that would be a gusset. So now, typically you use two gussets, so we'd have a gusset on one side and a gusset on the other. And let's go ahead and show what that's going to look like. So if you see a cross in it, that is a 2x4 on edge. And then here is our gusset here. This is a very thin piece of plywood, maybe 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 if we wanted to go really overkill insane. And they're going to have screws coming through like that. And this will do a pretty good job of holding things together. So we've got our backlight here, our multi-stage silhouette. This is the single stage, this is the multi-stage. We've got sort of kind of how we would build it. We've got a couple of cool ideas on how we could light it. The other thing that occurs to me, if we had windows through here, we could hang a light back here, and we could shoot light through it. So instead of doing mountains, you could do a cityscape and have light shooting through the windows, which would look pretty cool again. This is a way of building it. It's a different way of building things, using gussets and screws. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really cool we could do with this idea. And I'm going to blank. So I'm going to call it good. This has been Mr. Hilpert, and I would like to thank you for watching. If you like, go ahead and subscribe over here, or watch more videos over in this area. Thanks, and have a great night.